UEFA website now looks good. We close the Serie A one, and we go, like, for example, to the specific competition. It said we want the Champions League. The Champions League should be here. And once it opens, we will do the same trick as for the Serie A. And then we open here and we check, for example, the statistics. Statistics should be already on the first page. We see that there are a few matches, match ID, API calls. For example, you can have a look at this one. Yeah, matches, match ID, and the reply. You see it's JSON. Again, away team, competition, the home team, the kickoff time, the attendees, match day, the player events, all the events of the match, the red cards, scores, the related matches, again the score, what are the stadium, and so on and so forth. If we want to get aggregate data, you probably are interested in something that's more on the top. Look at the API calls, default. So here we don't see the player statistics. Draw stable video. Stats. Here it is. So we can click on stats. Click on stats and wait for the API calls to start to appear. And potentially panenka.uefa.com. Panenka.uefa.com. It's a server that has the media, probably. Yeah. Okay, we again transfer by dimension, order by dimension, sort by dimension, and we wait for the statistics to appear. Then you will see something. Once it appears, you will see something like this, which I already prepared before, just in case. You will see something like this. I will explain you. Exactly the same as we've done for the previous. You'll see an URL that will look like compstats.uefa.com. So it's competition statistics, compstats, like competition statistics.uefa.com. The stats should be able to look at. All right. Anyway, compstats.uefa.com, V1 player ranking, and then competition ID, limit, offset, optional fields, and so on and so forth. We'll just split this into two parts. One is the URL UEFA based, the other one is the parameters. Competition ID should be the Champions League, the limit is 50, the phase tournament, season year, offset, order by descending. Add also player and team as optional, and then you can specify all the stats. In this case, you can specify the attempts on target, off target, and blocked, and matches appearance. Now the headers, you always have to specify headers from UEFA.com, otherwise the API call will be denied, and you can just find the headers here. Like for example, you have a header, right? Like for example, the header of the request, which is here. Like you can get the raw data, and you can say host, you use the retailer, accept, language encoding, and maybe you can just place your own header, the header of your own request to the web page, which should be something that will look like your user agent, like your Mac in my case, Firefox for the browser, and something, nothing more. Yeah, just this user agent. It should be enough. So specify user agent as a dictionary. You see exactly this. So let's look at what we get if we run the API call like this. We get 200. And what's in the response again should be a JSON. So just parse it as a JSON. And we have a nice list of players. First player, Mbappe, like from club shirt name. You can have the image URL. So for example, copy paste it into your browser, you should get a JPEG of Kylian with a nice Madrid jersey. Translations, there are a lot of translations. I think that I don't know, UEFA keeps like 50 different translations for every single thing, from the first name to the statistics and so on. But what we're like, for example, you have all the statistics and the name is attempts on target, but then there are also the translations of the statistics that go from French, Deutsch, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, even Russian, Hungarian, and so on and so forth. So, but the most important thing is the value of the statistics. So let's say if we save data like this and we explore a bit data, we see the data should be as you see, a list. So if we check the length of data, it's 50 because we just asked for 50 players. If we check the first element of data and then we check the keys, we see that we have a player, player ID, statistics, team, and team ID. So for example, if we check player, we have all the statistics about the player, when he was born, where is he from, the gender, the height, 178. I doubt it, but I think he's taller. I thought he was taller, the international name, and so on and so forth. So like we can like, for example, parse all the data of the players. So for example, international name is something to want to have. And then the statistics, I think there was, I think statistics was one of the others, right? Statistics, okay. Data, statistics. Wonderful. And again, we can loop on the statistics and do something like, now this for D in data 0 statistics, we can, for example, print the name, right? Name. And we can have a look at the value, right? The value. So the statistics here is similar to what we had before. Before we had stats label and stats value. Here we have stats name, like the name and the value. So like, for example, we have attempts on targets of target, blocked matches, appearance. So what we want to save, like to say we want to save the name of the player. Okay, we say that the data 0 international data 0 player international name is the name of the player, Kylian Mbappe in this case. The team, do we have the team here already? I think we don't have the team. I think we need to look for the team like this. Just check the keys again, check the team, and maybe extract the name of the team from there. Yes, we have international name again for the team. So here it is. Name, player, international name, perfect. So these are the things that we're interested in for each of the players. So what we're going to do is for the in data, first of all, we are going to define a dictionary that will be stats. We call it stats. And this is a dictionary. All stats instead will be, again, all the stats list. Stats will be a dictionary, and then for the in data stats name. We said name. The role, is the role also available? Let's have a look. Is the role available? I don't think it's available. I don't think we have roles here. But delantero, national field position. Yeah, I think national field position could be, or field position, yeah. Field position N. Field position, like this. Right, field position. So stats name will be, we said, international name, right? So will be the player international name. The role will be, we said, the player field position, and the team will be the team international name. At this point, we can then loop on the stats for the in data, for S in the statistics, right? So for each of the player, we have the statistics. We don't print anything, but we just say that stats S. We say that. What was that? Like it was a name and value, right? We have it here. S name equal S value. S value. Awesome. And in the end, all stats append stats. Cool. What's all stats? What does it look like? We have see, attempts on target, of target, the name, the role, the team, and now we can basically build in the same way a data frame, same way we've done before. Now let's call this df UEFA, and this is the PD data frame. All stats. If we explore the UEFA, now we have the name, the role, the team, and these are ordered by attempt. Are they ordered by attempts on target in the Champions League so far? So Mbappe 25, Holland 19, Kane 19, Guirassy 18, and so on and so forth. We need to scroll to 9th place. Lookman. We have the top 50 players by attempts on target, and this is for the UEFA website. We can do the same for the La Liga website, and again, everything looks very similar. This is La Liga. You have an URL base. You have a list of parameters, and then you have a player stats. And here, in case of La Liga, it's mostly in Spanish, but then you have the player stats are all in English. And this way, you can build statistics, and you can build a data frame, starting from the API, starting from sending requests to the links, and compiling them this way into dictionaries, and importing the dictionaries into data frame. Here, for example, we can see that only Wirtz and Phil Foden and Musiala are one of the few midfielders that are on the top for shots on target. You can, of course, as you see in the case of the Serie A, we had hundreds of statistics. In the case of the UEFA, the stats are limited, but just because we have only specified some stats. If we specify more stats, we can take like minutes played, matches appearance, and so on. You can get more. And in the case of the La Liga, it looks more or less the same. You have in the parameters, you can specify what to sort from, but if you don't specify any statistics, then you get everything. You can see also if we don't specify any statistics, if we get everything for UEFA. No, it's 400. So you always need to specify stats. What if we specify something like this? Here I'm improvising, guys, so bear with me. Interesting. We can specify star just to say, give me all the stats. And let's explore data, 0, statistics, data. What does data look like? Oh, there is nothing. Yeah, okay. So we need to specify stats definitely to get something out of the request. What if we specify stats all or something like that? Some wildcard like this. Just let's experiment a bit. No, we need to go and specify exactly what we want. Cool. All right, here we can play a bit again with the API. What does it look like? CL player. Yeah, I think we need to navigate here to stats and the player stats to get something interesting. But hey, it's almost 1 hour, so I think I will close it here, but let me check very quickly. The problem is that the UEFA website is very slow, for me at least, and the player stats should load. Hasn't loaded yet. You see there are placeholders. SDK. We keep ordering by sorting by dimension, but I think data is not here. Here you see them. You see they appeared. They appear here. What we were interested in. See what we were interested in. Comp stats UEFA.com. Player ranking. Competition ID. Optional fields. Tournament. This is what we're interested in. We also have round participants, season 2025. What the reply looks like. Looks like the round and the teams. Right. So this is more about the teams than about the players. Player ranking. Player ranking is what we're interested in. And you see official match appearance, goals, assists, distance covered, top speed. Then you'll have to guess a bit the name of these are the key stats. But if you go on these other tabs, you should be able to see attacking, defending, goalkeeping, disciplinary, and then you add a comma separated list to these and apply the different filters, so you can get more and more stats. Okay, I think we are almost done. I think we're done here. Before going, if you're still listening, I want to just a little plug. If you're interested in how to build soccer betting models and how to get all the data for the updated data for the main European leagues and the UEFA, I've written a few books about the topic. You can find them on tropians.gumroad.com. I wrote how to build a soccer betting model in a weekend, soccer betting coding about advanced methods and methodologies, ways to build data science-based models for soccer prediction, and build soccer betting model for Euro 2024, which you can adapt to any international competition, I would say. You can get them all for a super discounted price of only $25, the soccer betting bundle. Or if you're more interested about what's the content of the books, you can have a nice preview for free and have a look at the soccer betting intro to get a feeling of what will the books look like. Cool, thanks for watching. See you next time.